Life on Earth is not going to get wiped out by humans. We're just not that powerful. We think we are, but we're not. It would be extremely difficult to wipe out all life on Earth. There are microbes that live in solid rock hundreds of meters below our feet right now. They are probably going to survive pretty much anything we could do to this planet. I'm Erik Cordes, and I'm a professor and chair of biology at Temple University. I'm a deep sea ecologist. The scale is just, it's hard to fathom. Over 95% of the living space on this planet is in the deep ocean. The vast majority of the biodiversity on this planet is also in the deep ocean. And we've really just started to document what that is and where those creatures live and how they interact. And we're still doing really basic research down there, describing new species. We collect new species all the time. I've got dozens of them in my lab over there that we just haven't gotten to yet. Deep sea mining is a very tricky one because for a lot of those resources, the way they exploit them is to simply remove the top layer of the ocean floor. So everything that's there is going to be wiped out. I don't know enough about these mineral resources to tell you that we absolutely need to mine them out of the deep sea. My hunch is that we really don't. That a habitat that will take 1 million years to recover needs to be left alone. I would like to see us start mining in outer space. And people used to laugh at me when I said that. And now they're talking about capturing asteroids. They're talking about mining on the moon. They're talking about all these other things. And there's nothing living there. At least not that we've found yet. Everything is interconnected on the planet. And the things that happen 2 miles down in the deep ocean affect us every day, and we don't realize it. The more biodiversity that we lose, the more those functions start to degrade. I think we're in a time right now where we're losing species faster than any time that we can find in the fossil record. The effects of that are going to be really wide-ranging, and removing species from well-functioning ecosystems is going to affect that ecosystem function and what we call ecosystem services, like generating oxygen or providing food. We're going to feel that. We're going to feel not just the heat in the atmosphere, but we're going to start to feel those ecosystems functioning at a lower level than they did. And it's going to cause us to maybe try and replace some of that function with our technology, which is very tricky and very expensive. But I think it will also cause us to make sure that some of these areas are protected and remain relatively unimpacted by humans, so that that ecosystem might not exist in all the places that it used to exist, but it still exists somewhere. We're already seeing a lot of effort going into ecological restoration. So putting that ecosystem back together. If we understand it and we understand all the parts, we can make sure those species are present in other areas where they could thrive and function. I am hopeful that we're going to move away from fossil fuels. We're going to stop releasing CO2 into the atmosphere, not entirely, but mostly. I still think that at some level people are good. And we want to take care of this place that we live. Is it possible that we could make it another million? Maybe, but we're going to have to change pretty quickly and pretty significantly to make sure that humans make it much past the next 100 years.